Hi, this is Steve Van Dorn, the President and CEO of the Pleasanton Chamber of Commerce, and it's my pleasure to be with our April member of the month, Hospice East Bay. And I'm sitting with Susan Levitt, who is the Senior VP of Clinical Services and COO for this organization. Thanks for joining us today, Susan, and congratulations.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So give us a brief overview of Hospice East Bay.
So Hospice of the East Bay is a community-based, not-for-profit hospice organization. We've been around for 41 years, and we take care of people in their homes at end of life, sometimes for a week, sometimes for 6 months or more.
And you have, I noticed on your website, a number of staff that are working with your patients. How many employees do you have here?
We have over 200 employees,
okay.
And we care for patients what we call the interdisciplinary team. So our teams are made up of physicians, nurse practitioners, registered nurses, licensed vocational nurses. We have a fabulous team of hospice aides who do personal care. We have our spiritual care team, our social work team, a large group of volunteers, and our bereavement team.
How do you get your funding? How do you fund all these staff and take care of all these patients that you have?
Most of our funding comes through Medicare. We have certainly a population that is straight Medi-Cal, and then because we are a community-based not-for-profit organization, we take care of patients regardless of their ability to pay. We have a very devoted board, a volunteer board, and group of volunteers and donors. So through our foundation, we're able to care for patients who have no resources.
Well, tell me a little bit about why you became involved in the hospice care industry. I mean, it's a very unique industry that you have to have a passion for taking care of people, right? So
you're exactly right.
Tell us about your story.
Well, I'm a nurse by background,
okay.
And people always think that being in hospice is depressing and emotionally draining, and it can be emotionally draining, but for us and all of our clinicians, we think it's just as much of an honor to be there at the end of life as it is at the beginning. And actually, I've had some wonderful experiences where people share their life stories. Our volunteers walk in and help people write recipes to be able to pass on to the next generations. All kinds of wonderful memorials that can be created prior to somebody dying. So it's not all doom and gloom as people think it is, which is actually the goal we all have before we retire someday, to talk about hospice and really have people understand that it's a benefit you've worked for your whole life, and it shouldn't be come quick now. It should be 6 months of us being able to help people create those memories, certainly control their pain and symptoms, and really live life to the fullest.
Wonderful. So, as you know, you just recently became a member of our chamber in Pleasanton. Thank you very much for that, by the way. So, tell me what caused you to invest the money to become a member of our chamber?
You know, we think it's really important to continually spread the word of hospice, and unless you talk to somebody, explain to them what it is,
right.
People go screaming in the other direction frequently when you say, "Hi, I'm from hospice." And so it gives us an opportunity to be out in the community and expand not only other community members' knowledge of us, but what else is available for our patients and our staff out in the communities. Well worth the investment.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it very much. Last question is, if someone wants to contact you or your organization, what's the best way to do that?
We are a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week organization. We can be reached at our main number, 925-887-5678, or through our website, hospiceeastbay.org, all one word.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on being April Member of the Month. Pleasure meeting you and talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having us.